Hey girl. Okay. So I'm doing the reverse smoky eye. Yes, my eyelashes lifting a little in the inner corner there, but that's fine. I'll fix it when I do leave. Yes, because I have to go somewhere in a little bit. So I'm doing the reverse smoky eye. I will have a better picture on what it looks like because of the lighting. It sucks, but these are the products that I use to achieve that look. Okay, so I've already primed my eye, and I used the Max Pro Longwear Prep and Prime. Remember I told you I used this as a primer. Then I also I added Max Prep and Prime translucent powder, and I put that over to set the primer. And okay, let's get started. So this is gonna be kind of a talk through makeup tutorial. I kind of didn't want it to be. I kind of wanted to just do the music, but because the lighting's so bad, I feel like it's necessary for me to talk, because then you wouldn't know what I'm doing, because you can't really see the colors that much. I mean, you can kind of see a little bit, but not that much. Okay, so first thing we're going to start off with a flat stiff brush, and I'm going in with my Tarte palette, and I'm using Free Spirit. Okay, got a little bit of that, and I'm putting a little bit of that underneath the brow bone. You got a little bit of that, and then I'm getting my Stigma Taper Blending E40, and I'm using Caregiver and Force of Nature, which are this pink and this kind of how would you say it? It's kind of like a mauvey brown. Yeah. So I mixed those two together, just so the Force of Nature isn't so harsh, so Caregiver kind of like balances a little for the transition shade, and that's what I'm doing. I'm using it for my transition shade, and you just blend it in. Now keep in mind, when you use a powder over your primer to set it, the shadows blend easily. Okay, so it might feel like you're not putting nothing on, but trust me, it's blending, and so it helps with the blending when you set it. And if you hear a lot of coughing, it's only because my son is sick. He has strep throat, so yeah. So you apply as much as you want to get the intensity that you feel. So I apply quite a generous amount, just so I can kind of I can see what I'm working with. And right now on the camera it looks like nothing, but I can clearly see it building up, and so I just build my way up, and then I go in with like a dome taper brush, and I use Natural Beauty, and that is Natural Beauty, and I swear the colors aren't good on this because of the lighting. It's horrible. So then I use that, and I put it in my crease, and I just blend it a little bit more. I always want to make well, in this look, because I'm not putting no liner, I try to make the outside part just a little bit tad more smoke, I guess you could say, more smokier, to make the crease more defined. I shade it more because I'm not using a wing liner in this look. I normally do a wing liner, but I've kind of been feeling the no wing eyeliner look, which isn't really normal for me, but I have been. And so I just use it, and I blend, and I just add a little bit, intensify it, and then I go in with the Coastal Scents BR250 white blending brush, and then I'm going to use Best Friend, which is kind of like it's like a plum color, like a mauve plum, I guess you would say. I get a little bit, very little, and this is just to go in my outer V, and it's just to define it more, because remember I said I'm defining it more because I'm not using wing eyeliner. So I just kind of defined the outside a little bit more the outer corner of it, and I kind of go in a little, and I just blend it. And honestly, putting a powder over your primer is probably the best thing you can do, because I've used primers without setting them, and I feel sometimes like the shadows will stick and I can't get them to blend. But once you put a powder, it blends really good. And so I just blend it. And because there's really nothing on the brush now, as you can see, I kind of bring it in a little more, because it's gonna give it a fading look instead of just like a harsh line that stays there. So I bring it in a little and it blends it. Okay, so now I go in with a flat brush, stiff brush, and I'm using the Naked palette, and I'm using cider, and that is cider. And now I'm gonna put it on my lid, but only because I put it just like that on this lid. But normally I would use a cream base and then apply like the shadows that are really more shimmery, that have like a mirror effect, which these shadows are really super shimmery, and if you blend them, they'll give like a mirrored effect. They kind of glisten and shine. So for those type of shadows, it's always good to use a cream and then pack them on. But because I didn't do it on this eye, and like I said, I'm kind of in a rush, I gotta go somewhere, I'm gonna do the same steps, only because I don't want one eye to look different from the other. So you kind of just pat it. I'm gonna pat it in, and it's not as it's not as intense as it normally, like it was in the picture, because I did use a cream base on the picture. And the cream base that I used, just in case you're wondering, hold on, let me get this well out. I did use an eyeshadow base, and it's really creamy, so you can use that, a jumbo pencil, a nude eyeliner pencil, so just so it can stick to something and it gives it like a little pop. But to me, I feel like it's a little dull, and I'm gonna try to work a little fast because my battery's already going off, that it's dying. So I'm using the L'Oreal charcoal pencil, and I'm lining the lower part of my eye. So I line it and I stop about here, and then I go in with my Stigma Waterline E17, and I get a little bit of black eyeshadow, and I do my waterline, right? I apply the black all the way to the inner corner and the inside, as you can see. And see how this looks a little dull? I go and I apply the black right on top to intensify it. And I get like a really harsh line, and that's kind of what I want, because I want it to stay nice and black. Now I get a Stigma Blending E36. It's a little white eyeshadow brush, and then I use the 120 palette. I believe this is the 3rd edition. I get this purple. Okay, I got it a little bit on the brush. Like, I pack it a good amount so you can see. So then I just blend it right on the purple and underneath the black and on top of the black. So it kind of gives it like a purple black fade, as you can see there. And I just keep blending. And I bring a little bit to the front of the purple, just so the front doesn't just look like a harsh line, so it looks blended. So for the sake of the video, I'm going to just skip it to there. But normally I would blend a little bit more. And then I go into my Naked palette and I get a little bit of Sin on a Sigma Inner Corner E46 brush. And I put a little bit right in the inner corner just so it can give it a little pop. And God, this lighting's bad. I think it's going to rain today. I think that's why it looks so dark. So I better hurry up. And I just blend. And now the lashes that I used in the picture, because I took the picture that I used that I'm going off of, that I'm recreating, I did that like about a week and a half ago, so I don't have those lashes anymore. And those lashes were, I believe, the Salon Perfect 615. I really love those, and I double stacked them. But because I don't have them, I bought some lashes from shopmissa.com, and I have a video on that of the haul. I'm using Cara Wispies. So I would normally double these up because like I like full lashes and I like long lashes because my eyelashes suck. But because like I said, I'm in a rush, I'm just gonna apply them just like that. And because my phone's dying. And yes, I'm recording this on my phone. So I apply a little bit of mascara to the bottom too. And I get the lashes, I remove them with the tweezer. Grab the corner and you gently pull off. You just pull them off. You apply a little bit of glue. And my son's watching Chicken Little, so that's probably what you're hearing in the background. So put a little bit. Now I gotta wait for them to dry. So in the meantime, waiting, just to let you know what I used on my lips. I used the NYX Nude Pink Lip Liner. And I used Maybelline's Barely Bloom. Now that's what's on my lips. And yes, I overdraw them, just in case you're wondering. I have crooked lips, so I overdraw them. And I'll explain that to you in another video, why my lips are crooked. Just in case, if you've ever noticed, you know, in the videos, if you can notice, like, my lips are crooked. It has... there's a reason why. I just dropped the pencil sharpener. It's okay. So, oh yeah, and then I just did a video on highlighting, contouring using drugstore products. So if you want to check that out, it would probably be before this video. I'm gonna post that one first. I had some people asking me how to highlight and contour, so that's why I did the video. But I hope you can kind of see what I'm working with here with the eyeshadow. Oh, and on my brows I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow in medium brown. But I'm in a rush, so I gotta hurry up. So then I put on well, that white you see is the glue. Don't worry, it's drying. It's drying. And these lashes are really thin, but they're long, so that's why I like them. Seeing how long they are. They're really long. Sorry, my son's stepping on the bubble paper thing, you know, you wrap, and he's stepping on it, so that's what you see. But that is the finished look, guys. And I gotta go because I gotta rush, but here's an up close look. You can see the purple hot shady. This is eyelashes. Okay, I gotta go because I gotta go run some errands.